let's talk about self-care practices, because I feel like listening to other people's routines are inspiring. I know you do a lot of swimming in the ocean.
I do, yes.
Which I'm assuming is more about self-care than anything else. I know you also say some days I just can't be bothered doing it, and you never regret it when you do.
You never regret a swim. You never regret a workout.
Right.
You never regret doing anything that makes you feel good. Yet we just get in our own way.
Right. So what is some of the practices that you do besides swimming?
I'm a Vedic meditator, so we practice that twice a day for 20 minutes. Do I do it twice a day every day? No. Most days I get at least one in. Sometimes I miss it. But as my teacher says to me, as long as the intention is there, that's a practice. That's been phenomenal. My partner learned as well. So that's something really beautiful that we do together. I have to say I'm a shit meditator. On a scale of A to D,
I think that'd be a music to a lot of people's ears.
I'd be a D. And
why do you say that?
I say that because I want people to feel that meditation is accessible to them.
Right.
And
but why do you think you don't do a good job of it?
Because there are lots of thoughts.
Because the brain's busy.
But as my teacher says to me, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like the thoughts are okay. And some days I'll have 3 seconds of space. Some days I might be a bit longer. Some days there's nothing. But I never open my eyes at the end of it and go, oh, God, I wish I hadn't have done that. Even if it's just taking 20 minutes to sit still and in silence, that's a reset. And what I love about it is that I never feel like, oh, I am going to be really good at this. There's always something more that I can do, like yoga. You know, I can do a handstand. Oh, okay, well, I can do a handstand doing the splits. Like you can always take it further. Not that I can do that anymore. That's pretty much a non-negotiable for me.
And are you still practicing yoga?
I do a little bit. I sometimes go to a class. I sometimes do a little bit on my own. It is one of those things I have sort of wandered away from, and I'm a bit more focused on strength training at the moment. But at least once or twice a week, I will get on my mat and do something. It's not the 2-hour routine that I used to do.
We do what we need at the time though, right?
We do.
Like when you had 2 hours, or when you made 2 hours of your day, that's what you needed at the time. You don't necessarily need to do that anymore. Something's different.
I had to laugh the other day. My oldest son's living in Japan, and he's just done his yoga teacher training there. And I spoke to him one night. I said, are you okay, darling? He's like, I'm so tired. I said, why? And he goes, oh, because we get up at 4, we do Kriya, we meditate, then we do asana, and then we read the Bhagavad Gita, and then I have to go to work. I'm like, so what time do you wrap all this up? He goes, oh, it takes 2.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Bless
He's
him.
probably got 2.5 hours, and he just needs to go to bed a little bit earlier.
Yeah. But it just reminded me of I have definitely walked that path as well, and now I've narrowed it down. Meditation, a hot shower at the end of the day, a cold swim in the morning. One of my best practices, and it's the easiest one, is when I open my eyes in the morning, I lift the corners of my mouth and I say thank you. So instead of waking up and going, oh my God, my knee's sore, look at the weather, oh, I've got so much to do, I just smile and say thank you. And honestly, if you don't have time to meditate and you don't have time to jump in the ocean, if that's the only thing you do, I promise you, your day will just be so much better for it.
That is so powerful.
It's amazing.
That is so powerful.
I made it up myself.
It's amazing. I love the things that we make up ourselves.
Yes.
I make patients do that in the middle of the night when they wake up.
Oh, great.
Thank you for waking me up.
Great.
It's like, because we do that. Why am I awake?
Yeah.
This sucks. Tomorrow's going to be terrible. Like we go there.
Yeah.
So it's like, thank you. Okay, what? Thank you for waking me up. It's very different. Very different. I love all of this. Okay, so just to wrap things up, what advice would you give to women who are hesitant to embrace their aging and showcase their authentic selves?
You know, nothing changes if nothing changes. And everything changed for me watching my sister pass away. She was 57.
Yeah.
I'll be 59 in a few months. It was one of those light bulb moments for me.
That was a big why.
Yeah.
For you.
It made me look at my relationships, at my marriage, at my career, everything. And I realized that I had the opportunity to change, and I've just fully embraced it. What's the alternative? Yeah.
Also, at that point, you've got the rest of your life to live.
Absolutely.
And so it can be the best part. You've done the hard part. You've gone through all of that. And now you're in your second part where you literally care less about, the little things.
Yeah.
Can focus on what really matters and really embrace that part of you rather than resist it.
Yeah. And it's been such a beautiful discovery. I never expected the last half of my life to be as amazing as it has been. I've had lots of big, amazing things happen to me. But the small things that I add into my joy bank every day are what really keep me centered and happy and joyous.